does it mean to be intoxicated? Like, is it like, does that just mean alcohol? Does that mean drugs? Or is that specific type of drugs? Or is it, where does the line, where does the line draw? Again. This is one of the theories. But the third theory, I can't really remember. I don't want to talk about it on camera because I don't really know that much about it. But these are the two theories that scientists have proposed. Honestly, these are all very theoretical physics, you know? We can't prove anything, but in terms of what I believe is how the formation and the ending, in order to know the formation of the universe, we need to know how it's supposed to end. Because the universe will end at one point, we know that. We just don't know how. So I hope that gives you some sort of idea.
Sure. I just wanted you to explain to me, how do you entertain rationally the idea that the universe could have started uncaused, without any cause, right?
Yeah.
So you propose these two theories. But interestingly, for your information, as a Muslim, I can tell you the Quran talks about a lot of these natural phenomena.
Can I say something about Islam actually? Like, I talked to a friend of mine about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, about Islam. And I told her, listen, I come from Malaysia, so majority Muslim population, 70% Muslim population. I grew up as Hindu, but now I'm pretty much I call myself a pantheist, but basically I'm an atheist. But we talked about Islam and religion, and she told me that actually Islam is a pantheistic religion. It's a religion that actually believes that Allah is everything. Allah is all-encompassing, and Allah is not like, it's not like Jesus Christ in the sense that you can see a picture of Jesus Christ. You can't see a picture of Allah, you know? Like, it is everything. And that's the beautiful part for me for Islam. That is, for me, the most beautiful part of Islam.
I'm sorry to take that away from you, but that's not what Islam teaches anyway. So you have been clearly misinformed about what we believe about Allah. We don't believe Allah is everywhere.
Yeah.
What we believe is, before the universe was created, Allah existed. And then He created the creation outside of His existence. So it's a separate creation altogether. So pantheism, or pantheistic belief, is where God, or the Creator, created everything within itself, right? Everything is God, and everything is part of God. This is one kind of understanding.
Yes, yes.
But in Islam, it's totally different. We don't believe that this universe is part of God or within God. So
God is a completely different entity.
So God is the creator, and creation is totally distinct and separate. God created the creation, and the creation didn't exist. And when we say God is everywhere, we actually say God is everywhere, and it's knowledge. So not a leaf falls, He's aware of it. Even if it's the blackest ant on the darkest night, you know, in a dark valley or something like this, at the bottom of a mountain, Allah knows the existence of it. That's His knowledge. Of course you can, but in His physical presence, no. He's not physically present in every atom of this universe, if I were to clarify to you in that way.
So what you tried to tell me is basically that I think I've been misinformed about the pantheism. I do still think that Islam does have some pantheistic values. Maybe not a lot, but it does have some pantheistic values. But from what you described to me is that God is encompassing everything, watches over everything, but isn't directly inside everything per se. You know, God created everything, plus also things outside of this universe and in this realm too. You know, so that's what you've tried, and thank you for teaching me that.
That's what I'm saying. So we have this belief where the Creator is distinct and separate from the creation. So we worship the Creator. When you say we worship, we surrender to our Creator. Because if someone gave me life and was going to force me to death, I need to know what the purpose I'm created for. I mean, I'm not going to just question, I didn't want to be created. Because clearly, I had no involvement in my own existence. I was dependent on the Creator to create me. So to return back to the point that we're discussing about the causation of the universe or not. So you talked about the three models and you're explaining about the two models. But if you look at it now, as I mentioned, as an interesting side point, the Quran talks about how Allah says, Allah created this universe. He says, and we are, it's expanded, we're expanding it. So God is clearly telling us that the universe is expanding. But it doesn't stop there. Allah tells us, Allah is the name of God, as to us Muslims, that this universe is expanding. He will roll back the universe like a scroller's roll, and it will roll back. That means there will be another big crunch, or big crush, whatever you want to call it, and there'll be another creation, and that another creation will be much larger, much more bigger than this current universe. Okay, that will be in the hereafter. So at one point, this universe will all be destroyed, and it'll be interesting for you to find out, because when you say about we learn more about the origin of the universe when we study or understand how it's going to end, the Quran in so many different places talks about the mechanics, how the universe will come to an end. Actually, there are books written by scientists, Muslim scientists, giving you the physical descriptions, the mechanisms of how the Quran describes in terms of whether it starts colliding with each other, how this going to be, whether it's going to be
don't get me wrong, I feel like when Islam was founded and when it was prospered for the first time, that's what led to the golden age of Islam. Scholars, scientists, Islam was a beautiful religion back in the day, but now it's not the religion that's the problem.
Because we left the learning of it.
We did. If I may say, like you guys, screwed over with the importance of what was taught. I'm not well versed in the Quran, but I know from living in a Muslim country for the last 21 years of my life that look, there's a lot of good values. There's huge museums showing the Muslim golden age and what kind of inventions they made, what kind of discoveries they made. It's brilliant. Muslims have forgotten what to be that
and you would know the reason why they achieved all of this is because what the Quran calls go and see, travel along the earth, inside the earth, and see how God created the creation.
That's the thing about the Quran. Why I prefer the Quran over the Bible, I'll say, because the Quran, if I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong to say, but if I remember, is that the Quran made sure that there was no editing compared to the Bible. The Bible was traveled all across the world, and fucking how many reiterations were there of the Bible? You just go to type in Bible on Google and see how many types of Bibles you'll see and different connotations and meanings. Quran is only one. You can change the language and you can lose the meaning of the Arabic in the language, but there's only one. There's only one, and that's the beautiful thing about it. But you see, I grew up in Malaysia, and you're probably thinking to yourself, you look so highly up to the Quran, why are you not Muslim? And I look back in Malaysia, if I may excuse my language, Malaysia's fucked up.
Better not to use it.
Yeah, no,
as you can see, because people who are watching, they might be at different age levels.
All right, I'm sorry for the propriety, but this is my personal opinion from living there for the last 21 years of my life. I'm a Malaysian citizen, that's all I'm saying. But here's the thing. In Malaysia, Islam isn't just a religion. It's a culture. It's a culture, and if you're not in Malaysia, there's three races. There's more races, but let's just say three, right? Malay, Indian, Chinese. Malay are the not indigenous. They're the ones that actually, in history, they came to Malaysia and took away the power from all of the indigenous people called the Orang Asli, which means original people. So they took away their rights and they said, "This is my land." Alright? So that's what they did, to say it quite bluntly. But if you're not a Malay, and you're not, and because basically what they try to do, the government tries to promote that being Muslim and being Malay, you'll get benefits, discounts for property, discounts for this. So try to be a Muslim, try to be this. It becomes an incentive. It doesn't become spirituality.
Is there some sort of inequality there?
There's a massive public inequality in Malaysia.
Doesn't sound very fair, does it?
It's not fair, and it's made me look at religion, culture, politics in a very, very bad light.
I personally don't know much about Malaysian government. I mean, from what you say, this is a true example. So I appreciate where you're coming from and all the experiences that you had based on this growing up or being cultured within the system.
It's just that a lot of these people, they, as Muslims, for example, you're allowed to keep dogs if the dog is used for a purpose, for service or hunting or etc. Right? But then in some messed up way, the rule in Islam in Malaysia is that the dog has to stay 18 foot away from me. Where's that said? Where's that said in the Quran? People make shit up all the time.
Anyway, there are issues with every country where you can see when they're
and this is the problem I have with religion.
Sure. But do not think because of the cultural aspect to a particular religion of Islam that the Islamic the religion itself, the ideology itself, is something that we should say because we should always isolate the people who adhere to a particular religion or non-adhere and to the religion itself. To give you an example, right? If Islam says do not cheat, and you see Muslims cheating, you shouldn't automatically somehow say, I don't like Islam because I'm surrounded by Muslims who are cheating. These Muslims are at fault of not following their religious teaching that says do not cheat. So I can understand that this has a lot of impact on how we assess a religion. But what I would like you to do is to differentiate between the people who follow a particular ideology and the ideology itself. Because it is true, and I agree with you, if we were to just follow the behaviors and attitudes of, say, Muslims in several countries, it would probably put us off from even thinking about, okay, is Islam a good religion?
I'll tell you what I feel about the ideology. There are many things I do not agree with the ideology. I think some of the ideologies in the Quran that are said in the Quran, I'm not well versed. I've tried reading it. It is of interest of me to read, even though I'm an atheist, kind of like I try to read the holy books of a lot of religions, to try to understand not just to understand what they're talking about, but how was their time like, because there's many ideologies in the Quran that I don't agree with, but
do you want to share with some of the things that why you don't share with them? I mean, why don't you actually accept those as
it's like like eating pork is not prohibited because it's somewhat dirty, it's a dirty being, but I understand it because back in the day, the parasites and worms were, it's very easy for meat to be infested, like now this kind of philosophy, it's not really a big deal. I obviously can say other things of like, which I don't really want to say, like for example, Prophet Muhammad marrying a 9-year-old or peace be upon him. I'm sorry, I do want to, even though I'm an atheist, I do want to respect my fellow brothers and sisters of Islam. You know what I mean? And every religion, but like these things do put me off. Like I do not agree with them. But looking at the whole story as one whole and as a time many years ago, hundreds of years ago, it's understandable. And it's not heresy. It's just a story that has quite a trivial, like things that happen. But this is what I say to modern day Muslims, is that I personally like Islam, but you can't read everything and be like.
And is there any other things that? So I will address them all together just to clarify some of the issues. So once you mentioned about the second example was the Prophet's marriage to someone quite young.
I really would have to think about it, but I can't really put it off my head.
So let's address these two that you mentioned.
Yeah, let's just talk about that.
You see, when the Quran tells us about the dietary laws in terms of what we should eat and what we shouldn't eat, there's a general principle. Allah tells us, eat what is pure and good. Tayyib. Whatever is pure and good, we should eat. That automatically excludes everything that is impure and harmful and bad and so on and so forth. As a general principle, you would say this is a sound principle. Because if we are going to eat to sustain ourselves, to nourish ourselves, it has to be something pure and good for us, for our health. Okay? So Islam gives us this principle. But it doesn't just stop there, just giving you this foundation principle. It gives you certain examples of foods to avoid. Okay? And if you look at now in terms of what is permissible and what is impermissible, the list of impermissible is there and everything else is permissible otherwise, right? So what's impermissible? Let's understand the reasons why. So it tells us, okay, dead meat, blood. Take these two examples. There's a list there. If you look at one of the chapters 4 or 5, it starts by this. and حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمْ, forbidden to you are, and it lists those things. Dead meat or animal, which is dead. Is it good for us? As more and more we understand about the aspects of what happens in a dead meat, we know that.
Actually, stop.
Say you've seen an animal that died 1 week ago and it's now rotting and so on and so forth. Are you going to eat that? Islam says no. Yeah, Islam says no. Dead, and something that is dead, you shouldn't eat it. Blood, likewise. Why? Because it's something that is told. I mean, if you look at now scientifically, why you shouldn't drink blood, why you should eat blood. Blood by itself is not really a good, something that will give us all the nutrients and so on and so forth. It is a very source of good nutrients, broth for all these bacteria and all these germs. Okay, so anywhere in the world you go, say some deepest part in Africa where there is no laboratory where you can actually say now this blood is sterile, there's no pathogen within it. No, that is there, and then start. Of course, I just want to make this point clear. So everywhere you go, if you have all of this as a general principle, then people will really get ill by having absolutely. So Islamic principle is just to make us.
I want to definitely disagree.
Not being harmed.
Is the nutrient level. First of all, blood is full of nutrients.
That's what I said. For germs and so on and so forth. No.
But for us, as in like if we eat, let's say if we eat blood, that's full of nutrients. It's a great. That's why mosquitoes live on it, mate. Like, you know what I mean?
So why don't we eat it then?
We do. What do you call it? What's it? Black pudding? You know, black pudding's blood. It's just congealed blood. But let me tell you one thing. I do agree with you. The pathogen, because the pathogen part is basically back in the day you can't screen shit.
Even today.
Yeah, even today. No, even today.
Not everyone has this kind of access to sterilization.
Very true. Very, very true. And I want to give that point as a very good point because, and actually that's the main point, because back then they didn't. I don't think they knew better about pathogens and I mean specific pathogens and these complicated pathway mechanisms. Maybe not, but they knew that blood was a transmitter of pathogens, and this is bad. So
people used to drink blood and eat blood, right?
Yeah.
Islam didn't just say, okay, that's it in a vacuum. People knew, and maybe I didn't make myself clear when I said about nutrients. When I clarified to you that very good source of all of this, Islam looks at things holistically and say, look, the harm that you get from it is more than the benefit you receive. One of the examples, two of the examples is gambling and intoxication with alcohol and so on and so forth. The Quran says there is benefit and there is harm, and the harm outweighs the benefit, and this is why it's prohibited. Okay? So Islam doesn't say, for example,
can I go into one thing about what you said about intoxication? Can I delve into the intoxication?
Sure.
So, what does it mean to be intoxicated? Like, is it like, does that just mean alcohol? Does that mean drugs, or is that specific type of drugs, or is it? Where does the line? Where does the line draw? You know?
Yeah. So the Quran, Islam explains that this is khamr, this is about alcohol, and of course you can then make an logical deduction, or the teaching of the Prophet will explain further that it's not only alcohol itself, but all other intoxicants.
Okay. So what about a cigarette?
So yes, scholars have deduced from this cigarette will also come because.
What about shisha then?
Same thing. Shisha, do you know scientifically, shisha is more harmful than cigarettes.
Yes, 100 times worse. 1 hour of shisha is equal to about 150, 200 cigarettes. You know, and you also don't forget the heavy metals such as selenium inside the shisha. I don't like shisha. I'm a smoker, but I don't like shisha because shisha is shit. But
so let's return to the subject.
But it's so prominent in the Middle East and in these kind of areas.
They should have realized this. So culture needs to be defined. Culture needs to be defined by the religious teaching. So people often go by their own desires and they just do it, knowing that it's wrong. They just keep on doing it.
But then, if shisha is so prominent, why is alcohol not prominent? Why is there a kind of like prominence?
When I say shisha, When I mean the tobacco that is consumed through this pipe that filters through the water and so on. It doesn't stop the organic and other chemicals that is within this, which causes all the problems.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But if it's something else, I don't know what else they smoke other than tobacco.
Weed,
I don't know.
coke, whatever, you know.
But what I'm really talking about the tobacco aspects from not nicotine where you get all this.
But what I'm trying to get to, or what I'm trying to ask you is that why is tobacco such a, it's not regulated at all, and nobody really cares about it in the Muslim world, really. Like Malaysia, Middle East.
But the scholars have given their verdict that this is something that.
But the culture has not, and
the culture needs to own up to the religious teaching.
And the thing is, not all the scholars have. Because I live in a country where scholars dictate the law and the state. Excuse me, the church. When I mean the church, I mean the masjid. The masjid and the state is partial.